Imagine living in a time where you had to dance until you collapsed, drink hallucinogenic potions to see the gods, or even be buried alive as a sacrifice. Sounds like a horror movie, right? Well, history is full of strange and unsettling rituals that actually happened. But were these rituals acts of devotion or something far darker? Today we're diving into the bizarre ancient rituals that you won't believe were real. Stick around until the end, because we have a ritual so terrifying it still haunts the world today. Subscribe for more weird history and dark chronicles. The Dancing Plague, a ritual of madness? In 1518, the streets of Strasbourg, France, turned into a scene straight out of a nightmare. Hundreds of people were suddenly overcome by an uncontrollable urge to dance, some until they literally dropped dead from exhaustion. Historians believe this might have been a pagan ritual gone wrong or even an ancient curse. But was it mass hysteria or something far more supernatural? Some say the dancers were possessed by an ancient force. Do you think that's possible? The Oracle of Delphi, breathing in the gods. The Greeks were no strangers to mystical rituals, but nothing compares to the Oracle of Delphi. High in the mountains, priestesses would sit on a sacred tripod, inhale toxic fumes from the earth, and enter a trance-like state. They claimed the gods whispered prophecies to them, often cryptic, eerie, and deadly. But modern science suggests they may have just been high. Was the oracle speaking to gods or just hallucinating? Tell us what you think. The Capacocha, the Incan child sacrifice ritual. The Incan Empire believed that sacrificing their most beautiful, healthiest children would appease their gods. Chosen children, known as Capacocha, were dressed in fine clothes, given chicha, a fermented corn drink, and led high into the mountains, where they were left to freeze to death. These mummified children have been found perfectly preserved in the Andes, some with expressions of fear still on their faces. Would you call this devotion or pure horror? Let us know in the comments. The Moche blood rituals, an ancient thirst for blood. The Moche civilization of Peru took sacrifices to an entirely new level. In a terrifying blood ritual, prisoners were marched to the tops of temples, bled out, and their blood was collected in golden goblets to be consumed by high priests. The more blood spilled, the more the gods would be pleased. Some say this dark ritual is still carried out in secret societies today. Could something like this still be happening in modern times? What do you think? The bog bodies. Human sacrifices preserved in peat. Across northern Europe, thousands of bodies have been found buried in bogs, their flesh perfectly preserved for centuries. These weren't simple burials, they were sacrifices to unknown gods. Many were strangled, stabbed, or had their throats slit before being cast into the bogs. The most famous, the Tolland man, was found with a noose still around his neck, a grim reminder of the mysterious beliefs of our ancestors. Were these people volunteers or victims? The truth may be lost forever. Which of these rituals would terrify you the most? Comment below. History is full of mysteries, darkness, and secrets hidden in time. But one thing is certain. Our ancestors were more extreme than we could ever imagine. Which ritual shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to Dark Chronicles for more spine-chilling historical mysteries.